determination, and desire. And no other championship exemplifies these qualities more than the Royal Bank Cup. At the start of the year, 138 teams from coast to coast began the long and grinding path towards a Canadian title. With a playoff format that began in early February, many teams were unable to withstand the grueling test of endurance and quickly fell by the wayside. Now only 2 teams have survived the long journey, earning the right to play one more time. And this game is what they've been waiting for all year. The final of the Royal Bank Cup is next.
Welcome to Weyburn, Saskatchewan, in the southeastern portion of the province, a city that has gone absolutely hockey mad. The National Junior A Championships have arrived, and there is not a ticket to be had because the host, Weyburn Red Wings, are in the final. Hello, everyone. I'm Ray Morrison. Welcome to the Colosseum in Weyburn. The Camrose Kodiaks, the top-ranked team in the nation, will go against the Weyburn Red Wings. Hi, everyone. I'm Ray Morrison. You know, the Weyburn Red Wings, they have gone about this the hard way. Home ice advantage, well, they've needed it. There's plenty to be said for that because the Weyburn Red Wings had a horrific regular season, but they have bounced back. If we take a look at the standings, we can see that after losing the first game of the tournament, the Weyburn Red Wings ran the table. They picked up wins over Camrose, Georgetown, and Hawkesbury to earn top spot. And then in the 1-versus-4 semifinal game, what a game it was. It went into triple overtime as Colby Nickel came away and scored the winning goal, and it sent the Weyburn Colosseum into an absolute frenzy. Great play by Nickel. Great patience, circles the net, puts it home, and with that, the Weyburn Red Wings have earned an opportunity to win the National Junior A Championship, but it won't be easy because obviously they go against the Camrose team that comes into this tournament ranked number 1. A guy who knows a thing or two about winning championships, a 2-time Stanley Cup winner, Dave Reed, is with our Rod Black. Guys?
All right, thank you, Ray. Yes, how about the Weyburn Red Wings in that triple overtime special yesterday? We'll see if they have any gas left for today, but Camrose is a team that's been on a roll all season long.
Well, Camrose had a fantastic year, and they waltzed. They walked all over Georgetown to get here in the semifinal. But you can see what Camrose has done in the regular season. 8 losses in the regular season, completely dominated the scoreboard. 8 players with 40 points or more. They had a very tough time to get here through the playoffs. But to be here and in this situation, we're going to put all that behind them.
One of the players we'll be watching is this guy. He wears number 9 because he likes Mike Modano. Plays like him, too. His name is Mason Raymond.
Oh, he skates like him. He shoots like him. This is a big-time player. The MVP in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. The 41 goal scorer, led the league in scoring. This tournament, he's 10 points in 4 games. They sat him out for 1 game because they didn't feel they needed him. And now all of a sudden, they're going to need him today.
I'm not so sure if everybody loves Raymond, but I'll tell you who does like Raymond right now, the Camrose Kodiaks.
I'd say he's by far the best player here at the tournament, and his speed and puck handling is unmatched here. And I mean that you can't duplicate that, and it's a great asset to have.
Those are some fine words from Captain Travis Friedley, who was named the tournament MVP, by the way. Top forward went to Mason Raymond. As for Weyburn, well, this team's back at this championship. They won in 1984, and their captain says that this town has been painted red.
For this community, a championship victory would be enormous. You see the fans out there going crazy every time we step on the ice, every time there's a goal. You know, anytime we get scored against, they're going crazy. It's been a real hectic week, and there's been lots of emotion and stuff in the town. Anywhere you go in town doing your day-to-day things, people come up to you and say, you know, we're behind you 110%. And to bring it home to Weyburn, you know, in Saskatchewan, when we're hosting it, I think that'd just be huge.
That's their captain, Ryan Kuntz. The Red Wing fans are loud, they are proud, and this Red Wing team has a pretty good first line, too.
Well, they've got a fantastic top line, and Camrose is going to have to be prepared to take care of these guys. Jordan Stevenson, Rick Wood, and Brendan Verdefe. These guys, Verdefe has jumped on this line for this tournament. They didn't play together all year, but in this tournament, you can see the points they're putting up. 38% of the team's goals come from this line, so Camrose has got to focus on not one, but all 3 of these players.
Well, we'll see what happens. The emotion of yesterday for Weyburn is They played a 4-hour game, triple overtime. Maybe we'll have overtime. Maybe we'll have 4 overtimes today. Who knows? The Royal Bank Cup up for grabs. Let's go down to Ray Morrison.
It's time to bear down for players like Ryan Fetzner and the Weyburn Red Wings as they get set for the Kodiaks. It's coming up on TSN.
The 2005 Royal Bank Cup on TSN is brought to you by Esso. At Esso, we're drivers too. By RBC Insurance, congratulating this year's RBC local hockey leaders. Visit RBC.com to see their stories. By Bauer, for players, by players. Bauer, player made. And by TELUS, supporting local sports and communities across Canada. The 2005 Royal Bank Cup on TSN is brought to you by Chevrolet for all life roads. And by new Molson Canadian 6.0 Cold Shots. 6% beer in a compact can.
To decide the Canadian Junior A Hockey Championship. The Weyburn Colosseum, about an hour and 15-minute drive southeast of Regina. Starting goalies tonight
for the Weyburn Red Wings, it's going to be Brent Cuthbert. Had a fantastic tournament so far in the Camrose Kodiaks, David Thompson, voted top goaltender in the playoffs for the Camrose Kodiaks in the Alberta Junior Hockey League.
Our starting goalies brought to you by Chevrolet for all life's roads. Our officials, Keith McIntosh, the referee. And we are ready to go. We don't need noise because we have lots of it. Weyburn, 3 overtime periods yesterday. Camrose over Georgetown, and the Red Wings quickly dump the puck into the Kodiak zone. The Kodiaks in black, the Red Wings in those Red Wing jerseys in white. This is Ryan Grona, number 23. Good hard shot, known for it. Kodiaks now, there's their captain Travis Freeland. The far side, McGregor Sharp on the line with Mason Raymond. And there's Raymond giving chase, number 9. We'll be talking about him a lot. As Grona picks it up, tries to dump it out. Andre Blanchette keeping it in at the line. Delayed offside call, chance for the two sides to change lines.
Weyburn's going to start their checking line, and it seems to be today they're going to have to be chasing Olsen, Raymond, and Sharp around. You're going to see Ryan Grona 23, Daniel Erlandson 7, and Kent Hilliard 17. Trying to keep the top line for the Kodiaks off the score sheet.
Kodiaks pressing now. Kyle Parks lost the puck. Number 19's Justin Schmidt. Collision at center ice. There's Parks again. Ty Magnuson, another one of the gifted playmakers for the Red Wings, is number 24. Parks chipping it in.
Both teams can play very up-tempo, high-paced style play until they get the lead. And then Weyburn will turn it around a little bit and start playing more defensive. So Weyburn definitely wants to start by getting the first goal and get into their defensive style of play.
Over the line, Logan Gorsulich with his shot. Stop made by Brendan Cuthbert. Two big lines right now on the ice. There's Raymond. Raymond behind the net, can't find the puck. No whistles yet. A couple of minutes in. Intensity is the key word. Intensity, the key word behind this guy. He's been around here forever. Dwight McMillan.
Dwight McMillan, head coach of the Weyburn Red Wings. You're right, he has been around here forever. He was a player 1961-62 when the Weyburn Red Wings started playing junior hockey in Saskatchewan. He was an original player. He's been in the organization for the better part of 27 years.
He also led this team to a championship, their only Canadian Junior A championship back in 1984. Almost losing the puck there is Cody Wasik, sent down the ice on an icing call. And the coach for the Camrose Kodiaks, he's been around a couple of years and also knows what it's like to win, is Boris Rybalka.
Well, Boris Rybalka is a very intense individual, but a very smart man. He's been with this organization, a much younger organization, only 8 years. He's been around pretty much since the start for 7 years. He's now the head coach and general manager. He's been at that for 4 years, whereas he was assistant coach and assistant GM, so he knows this organization probably better than anybody.
Matt Fetzner on the ice, lost the puck. Working along the boards. The Wings on their heels so far early in this game. Mark Schweitzer along the boards, clearing it. Peter McDougall down the right side. McDougall has the puck poked away from him. Picked up by the linesman was Stinson. And again, Brendan Cuthbert with the glove save. The Wings try to break out of their zone. No red line. As far as offsides go here, you will see a lot of home run, long passes. Both teams use it effectively. Wasik again. Kept in at the point. Stockwell couldn't get it. On the right side, and Lilliard. Daniel Erlichson's number 7. Mason Raymond's been on the ice a lot so far in this game. Number 9, Ian Black.
Trying to get the best player into the game early yesterday versus Georgetown. He only played 2 periods there. The score was so far to reach. Coach Rybalka did not want anything to happen in an 8-2 victory. And Raymond never saw the ice in the 3rd period, and he still came out with 2 goals and 2 assists in 2 periods.
There's the big line now on the ice for the Red Wings. Colby Nickel, number 15, chased it into the corner. He was the hero yesterday in triple overtime. A couple of goals.
Weyburn was very successful with a strong forecheck in yesterday's game, semifinal game versus Hawkswood.
And a whistle. It's scoreless. 4.5 minutes in. Now there's where Camrose is. It's about 35 minutes southeast of Edmonton, Alberta. And Weyburn, of course, as mentioned, here in Saskatchewan. So it's an all-Western battle. A team representing the Pacific region in Camrose, and the host team, the Weyburn Red Wings, at one time this year, in fact, the end of this year, they were ranked 105th.
They've had 59 days off between the last game, which was the first round of the playoffs. They lost in 7 to the Humboldt, and then to the first game in this tournament, there were 59 days in between. It was quite a story how they prepared their players to come back and play.
Back to get the puck. Matt Fetzner. Magnuson along the boards. Gives it up to Eric Talent. Native of Texas, Eric Talent is. Played some semi-pro hockey there. Decided to come up here and try it in the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. Did not play yesterday, but gets the call here today. Playing on the line with Ty Magnuson. Not a lot of room so far in this final. And a feeling out process early on. Down the ice and another icing call.
We talked about Eric Talent. Best player, his favorite player is Steve Ott. So you're going to see Eric Talent crashing and banging. And here is the percentages as to where teams ended up in the Canadian Junior Hockey League. Camrose number 7th in winning percentage at .813. With Georgetown, who Camrose beat out 8-2 in the semifinal game, was just a little bit ahead of them, 847.
Lee Jubenville in the corner, number 16. Number 14 there is Logan Gorselitz on the ice with Mason Raymond. Kind of double shifting Raymond right early in this game.
Well, he only played, like I said, 2 periods last game. I think they want to see if they can't get him jump started early, get their offense going.
Inverted play. Now behind the net. Raymond, the shot. Good hands. Gifted playmaker. And he can bury the puck. Raymond's in the slot. Also pitching in, number 4, Tanner Stockwell. Back up to center ice. TJ Fast, another young Kodiak. A lot of people talking about him. You'll watch him, number 3. Once again, another icing call. 13:44 to go at the RBC Royal Bank Cup in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. 0-0.
There's Brendan Cuthbert, the MVP, or the best goaltender of the tournament, which would be out of all the goaltenders, he's the MVP. And the big reason why Weyburn is here, he played 4 periods of overtime, the first one, or 3 periods of overtime, first one being 10 minutes, and then 2 full 20-minute periods of overtime. Very solid, a big guy, 6'3", but he's only 163 pounds, so he moves very well in the net. You don't score on him low very much. If you're going to shoot on this guy, you got to go upstairs, but he's so big and he's so quick.
163 without the
gear on. But goal equipment isn't that heavy anymore.
Okay, all right.
And that's 6'3" without skates on.
There's Todd Stile banking it off the backboards. Weyburn has not had a shot yet. Loose puck, center ice. Melanson giving it up. Puck is picked off along the boards. And out of play. Well, we can expect a close game in the final, at least based on what we've seen here this week so far.
Out of 12 games in the tournament so far, 7 have been decided by 1 goal, and you can see 5 of them have gone into overtime. 5 overtimes in the tournament is the most of any Royal Bank Cup. So all the teams are very, very equally matched.
Justin Schmidt trying to go around this big D in black, the Camrose Kodiaks. Matt Fetzner. First time that David Thompson actually touches the puck here. Ragged play. There's Colby Nickel. Nickel trying to muscle his way. Kyle Parks now down the right side. Has the puck. Gives it off. There's a shot. Cuthbert to save. And into the glass with Jason Roberts. Roberts is up though. And with Parks on the ice. Also out there is Matt Boyd. Boyd with the puck, and a penalty coming to Weyburn. And there's the whistle, and the first power play of the game will go to the Camrose Kodiaks.
Well, Kodiak's power play yesterday was very instrumental. They scored 3 goals early in the game to carry them. It'll be interesting to see if they can get the power play going early. But you're going to see the interference penalty right in here. Magnuson steps in to Parks. Just after he passed the puck, that's just a little too late. You can finish your check. Ty Magnuson's going to get 2 minutes for interference. Finishing your check is one thing, but you've got to do it as he's releasing the puck. You can't have a 2 count and then knock the man down.
Weyburn Red Wings, 24, Ty Magnuson.
Risted down the ice now. Friedland. Camrose on the power play. Raymond is out there, number 9. Over to Blanchette. Andre Blanchette. Raymond the shot. Stopped by Cuthbert. There's Raymond again. Mason Raymond lets it go. And has it again. Back to the point. Friedland. Stops. In front, loose puck. Red Wings can't get it out. Friedley again. Snap shot doesn't get anywhere. There's a puck in front again. McGregor Shaw getting it back to the point. Friedley stopped by Cuthbert. Rebound. And finally drifted down the ice. Boy, a couple of good chances there for number 9, Mason Raymond.
Well, Raymond skating around the pile, getting lots of opportunities. Weyburn trying to keep everybody to the outside.
Parks into the slot. Roberts with a wide shot there. Cuthbert will cover. 33 seconds to go in the man advantage. 10:33 to go in the first period.
Well, we talked about him earlier in the day, and you're going to be watching and hearing a lot about him. Mason Raymond's got great skills. He tries to come right down the middle. Great job by Kuntz, number 9, for Weyburn to put the stick down, anticipating the shot, deflected high and wide. And just before that, Raymond took a shot. Brendan Cuthbert dropped his head into it.
There's Parks. Roberts behind the net. TJ Fast pinching in. 4 men up on his power play. Fast retreats back to the blue line. Parks has the puck. Parks lets his low shot go wide of the net. Back in front again. Jubenville in front on his knees. Couldn't find it. Fast. For Roberts. The penalty expired. Jubenville. Roberts again. Back out to the point. It's been all Camrose so far, but here come the Red Wings. Magnuson out of the penalty box has it taken away. Kyle Parks, nifty move there. Parks, sandwich, still has it. Weyburn, a little flat-footed right now. Camrose has owned the possession of the puck right now. Parks, headman feed nowhere. No shots on goal yet for Weyburn. Trying to spring Raymond. The shot there, and a good one by one of their snipers, Rick Wood. Scoreless in Weyburn at the Royal Bank Cup. Well, make sure you go online and check out www.hockeycanada.ca to bid on Team Canada game-worn jerseys from the 2005 Men's World Hockey Championship in Austria. Team Canada game-worn jerseys with all the proceeds going towards funding Canada's Olympic hockey team in Torino, Italy next year. www.hockeycanada.ca. Team Canada losing to the Czech Republic in the final today, bringing home the silver medal the first time in 3 years after winning gold. 3-0 final there. Scoreless here so far. Weyburn had his first shot 10:49 into this final. They just can't seem to get on track here.
Very tough start with the power play early. On their heels, a few giveaways early. Rick Wood is their top guy up front. And he plays on the big offensive line. They're going to leave him out here. They're going to change him now. They finally got an offensive face-off, and this is something that Weyburn has not been very good at, or winning face-offs. They had a very tough time against Hawkesbury in the semifinal.
Well, here's a break now. Ryan Kuntz, their captain, can't get past Travis Friedley. Friedley showing why he was a tournament MVP. A shot in front. Good one there by Talent. A drag down. The fans wanted a penalty. No call. Borselitz brings it around the back boards. Blanchette. Shot right on by Ryan Mako. Matt Wheeler. Now up ice to Peter McDougall. McDougall. Shot right on with Wood on the ice right now, and David Thompson has to make his save here.
We're going to have a look at Ryan Kuntz. He kind of got away with this elbow, and this would have been called throughout the tournament, but I don't know if the referee even saw it happening. Comes flying in and gets the elbow up. Will hit him in the back. It looked like the shot looked like it was in the back of the head, but you can see how he got a little frustrated in the first period. Some frustration showing early to a leader of the team and the captain of the team, Ryan Kuntz.
Kai Magnuson in the face-off circle now, out there with Colby Nickel. She'll pace the shot through traffic. Kodiaks chipping it back out. And an offside call at the line. Cody Wasik just a step behind.
Well, a good face-off win by Weyburn. Generates the shot from Joe Pace, although it got blocked. We were talking about Hawkesbury dominated the face-off circle. When we talked to Dwight McMillan, he said that was being a sore spot, winning the face-offs, having puck control, and they win another one in the neutral zone. Magnuson with 2 in a row.
Style and Friedley, the defenseman right now for Camrose. Magnuson working on Style. Friedley, so good. Laterally, forwards, backwards. Very good skating defenseman. There he is. Number 5, Travis Friedley. Had the puck taken away almost. Dumped into the corner. Nick Harsulo's there. Along with Derek Wilbeck. Kodiaks fighting away. They have the puck. Wilbeck. There's his shot, and a save made by Cuthbert again. McGregor sharp. A little dance in the corner with a Kodiak and a Red Wing.
Excellent job by the Weyburn Red Wings, down deep, controlling the corner and not allowing anybody to get to the net.
On the far side now. Ken Lilio can't get to the puck. The Kodiaks are winning all the battles right now. It's still scoreless. Back down to the blue line, and Tanner Stockwell lost his footing. Looked like he may have lost an edge. He's back up, goes to the bench now. There's TJ Fast. Skilled defenseman. Little spin in front. Mason Raymond. Scrappy play early in this game. Raymond with a hit. Can lay the body too.
Weyburn's defensemen under a lot of pressure and having a lot of trouble moving the puck when they have the time to get it up and out. This first period, they've been stuck in their own zone and it's getting extra work, although they're doing a good job of keeping the puck to the outside.
Again, this is a team that played a 4-hour game yesterday. Fortunately for them, it was in the afternoon, so chance to calm down, get a rest, and they're scoreless right now in the Canadian Junior A Championship. Welcome back. The Prairies in Weyburn, a host of the Royal Bank Cup.
Esso rewards youngsters across Canada with most dedicated, most sportsmanlike, and most improved player medals, and reinforces team commitment with certificates of achievement for each member. Esso, premier sponsor of Hockey Canada.
0-0, 5:26 to go. Weyburn, Camrose. Here come the Kodiaks again. 7-4, the shots on goal for the Kodiaks. Boyd had that shot knocked away by a Red Wing stick. Right in front of Cuthbert. Shot 47 of 50 shots yesterday in that triple overtime classic. Kyle Parks still on the puck. Cuthbert swallows it up in his crease after sending it in front to number 17, Jason Roberts.
Well, you get to this time of the year in a hockey rinks around the country, you're going to see this happen a lot. Once it pops across, it's not going to lay flat. It just bounce, 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 and doesn't sit flat. And it's something that Boris Rybalka actually worked with his team in Camrose. What they did was they practiced with the windows and the doors and anything they could to warm the building up so the ice would be sloppy. And they figured, well, if they're going to do this in the Royal Bank Cup in May, it might be warm, the ice might be chippy. And he wanted to bring his team into a game situation during practices before they even got here. So a little coaching strategy for some preparation for bad ice. And it has been bouncy. There's lots of games and lots of hockey going on there, especially yesterday in a 4-hour game.
We talk about lots of hockey. What a journey it is for these teams to get here. Although Weyburn was knocked out in its first round of its playoffs, had 59 days between their last game and the first game of this tournament. So they had a lot of practice time. Brandon Vertical lost the puck. Just over 4 minutes to go in this first period. Dominated mostly by Camrose, but they have not found the net. Icing call is waved off. Here's the breakout play again. Cuthbert will just hang on to it.
Well, chatting with Dwight McMillan, you were just talking about the layoff, the 59 days. They had just over 8 weeks of doing nothing. They sent the team home. All the guys in Weyburn went home. They were told don't do anything. They came back and they had an RBC camp knowing they were coming in. There was 3.5 weeks of 2-a-days, off-ice workouts, team preparation to be ready for this tournament, and it's paid off in dividends. They've been healthy, and they ended up first in the round robin, and now they're in the final.
Maybe sometimes staying off the ice, not playing as much hockey, certainly that rest may have also helped them. They didn't get much rest overnight, though. They played a lot of hockey yesterday. They made up for it in that triple overtime special. Dumped in again by Camrose. Kodiaks taking it to the Red Wings.
Yesterday's game, Weyburn played a couple of different styles.
There's a shot in the goal! They score! Weyburn opens it up on a giveaway by Camrose in their zone.
Here's the giveaway. Just throw the puck to there. Kai Magnuson goes in, tries to stop it and regroup, and just bounces in off his foot. There's Justin Schmidt, throws the puck to the net, and the puck pops up off the body and off the leg of Kai Magnuson.
They said they wanted to score first here and keep their crowd in it. They have.
But just before the goal, I was saying how they play two different styles. When they're up and when they're down. And yesterday they played everything. In the semifinal game against Hawkesbury, they were coming at you with a hard forecheck, 2-man in, 1-man back. They got a couple goal lead. They sat back on that. And they ended up having to go 3 periods of overtime because they sat a little too much on it.
There's Raymond. Mason Raymond in front. Will be coming to Weyburn as Chance Olsen was hauled down in front.
And Kent Lilliard had really no choice. Great back check. He was in proper position. But as the puck goes by, Lilliard felt that he just had to take his man down. This is straight speed by Raymond. Just blows by the defenseman, throws it in front. Lilliard had the stick in, being a right shot. And down he goes for the penalty.
So the second power play opportunity for the Camrose Kodiaks. Weyburn wins the faceoff though. 1-0 Red Wings. They were being dominated in this first period. They strike first. Nice, or an offside call here, as Camrose had to go after the puck. So once again, the Red Wings doing a nice job bottling up the Kodiaks, who dump it in. Cuthbert puts it along the boards. Andre Blanchette is back. 1:18 left in the power play. Under 2 minutes left in the first period. Jason Roberts to Parks. Parks waits. Friedley. Shot, save made by Cuthbert. Kyle Parks has had a lot of the puck here in this first period. Behind the net it goes. Back to Parks. Out there with Boyd and Jason Roberts. Parks flips it out in front. Play almost worked. That was TJ fast, but it was bouncing a little too much. Friedley trying to put it down. Does. And again, Weyburn will get it out. 30 seconds left with a man advantage. 1:10 left in the period.
Excellent job by Weyburn. Able to stay with some of the nice passes. Keeping Camrose away from the front of the net. Allowing Cuthbert to see the puck.
Mako. Block. Mason to try to hang on to it and work the power play here this final minute. Here's a shot by Mako. It's wide. Mako trying to keep it in. Still has it. 5 seconds on the power play. Penalty will expire. The Red Wings kill it off. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Mason Raymond over the line. Raymond with the shot wide. 20 seconds in the period. Mason Raymond has had a few opportunities here. Just got dunked. Shot in front. Another opportunity for Weyburn. Colby Nickel was there. 5 seconds. Lots of energy here in this first period. A lot of chances for the Camrose Kodiaks. But 1 goal. And it goes to the home team.
The home team sitting back a little bit. At the end of the period, cost them a penalty. Colby Nickel with the only goal. I'd say Kai Magnus, but it was Colby Nickel. Yesterday's hero. The only goal of the period for Weyburn. But they're going to have to keep number 9 from Camrose and check Mason Raymond. He's been dominating through the neutral zone with his speed. And Weyburn's got to be prepared in the second period to shut him down a little earlier.
They head to their locker rooms, and we head down to Ray Morrison.
Colby Nickel gets a big goal for the Weyburn Red Wings. They lead it by a goal. We'll take a break and be back with Colby Nickel when we return to Weyburn. Beautiful blue sky of the city of Weyburn, the site of the Royal Bank Cup, and it's a very sunny day if you're a Weyburn Red Wings fan because they have a 1-0 lead. And joining me is the gentleman who got the credit for the goal, Colby Nickel, but you're telling me that even though your name was announced, you may not have scored that one?
Yeah, it was Kai Magnuson who put that one in there off his chest there when he went to the net.
Let's take a look at it. You describe it to me.
Schmidt intercepted a pass there from their defenseman, and I just got in the open there, and they tried to net, and Kai went to the net, and they just went off his chest and went in.
There are no bigger goals than the one you scored in triple overtime in the semifinal. We showed that at the top of the show. Give me a word on what it was like to battle in a game like that. You were up 3-1 in the semifinal to Hawkesbury, and then you had to dig deep to win it in overtime.
Yeah, it was a tough fought game. We should have won that one in regulation, but a couple breakdowns. But
here's the goal.
Yeah, I just heard from Kai to tell me to go for the puck, and he laid a nice pick there, and I just walked out there and put it underneath the bar there over his glove.
Let's talk about the turnaround. Your last game was March the 8th. You had to come back and play May the 7th to start this Royal Bank Cup off. What has that been like after the horrific season you had in the regular season to bounce back and play so well?
Oh, it's been amazing. We got 2 months off there, and we went home for a month, and then we came back and worked our asses off there, and it's paying off right now for us.
No question. Well, 2 more periods to go, maybe some more if there's more overtime. Thanks a lot for doing this.
Thank you.
All right. Colby Nickel of the Weyburn Red Wings joining us. And as he mentioned, it is a grind to get to the RBC Royal Bank Cup. Over 130 teams from across the country began the journey in September and October. And folks, as I say, it's not easy.
The Stanley Cup. It is hockey's most cherished prize. To win it, you must endure 3 months of intense and grueling playoff hockey. But in the end, the reward is worth the sacrifice. The sacrifices required to reach the Royal Bank Cup are even greater than those of the Stanley Cup. At the start of the year, 138 teams from across Canada begin the season with the thought of winning the national championship. But by the time the puck drops in the Royal Bank Cup, only 5 teams are remaining.
Each and every one of us feel privileged that we're here. There's 138 teams that could be here. Each one of the players on the teams, works hard for this, and it's a dream come true. Unfortunately, only one team can hoist the cup over their heads, but it's a credit to Canadian hockey. It's a credit to Junior A hockey all across Canada.
Well, there's no question. Our goal was to, first of all, compete in our league. Second of all, get through our league, win the championship, get to the Dudley Hewitt, and win the Dudley Hewitt, and then eventually get to the RBC.
The only way to go from the 138 teams at the start of the season to the 5 who participate in the season-ending tournament is an extended playoff format. After a regular season of approximately 50 games condensed into 4 months, teams begin their playoff run for the Royal Bank Cup in early February, 4 months before the championship weekend.
It was really difficult just to get out of the AJHL. I mean, we had a really tough final series there. And I mean, it's a long playoff, so it's definitely a struggle to get here.
I think it's difficult to get here. I know we've been through a lot. 8 months to get here, or whatever it was. We've battled hard, been through lots. Won as a team, lost as a team, but to come all the way to here is truly an honor.
Playoff hockey at any level is exhausting. In the NHL, you see players wearing their bumps and bruises from the playoff grind. The Junior A players suffer those bruises and more in a playoff journey that is like no other. Ontario is home to the greatest number of teams, and therefore the most playoff rounds.
It's been a grind. Our playoffs started in February, and we've played up till this point, including this series, this RBC 36 games where they all counted.
The playoffs in our league is really long to get through. We got to go through 5 or 6 rounds somewhat. And then the Dudley, you got to win all those games, and it's just a real long haul to RBC.
Physically, it's very draining. Your body's not going to be as healthy as it was at the start of the season when you played over 60, 70, 80 games on it. So obviously physically it's tough, but I mean that's part of the game, and if you can't put up with the physical stuff, then that's not hockey. So
when you add the long bus rides and the fact that many of these players will never reach the bright lights and big bank accounts of the NHL, it is amazing that they endure the sometimes torturous physical demands that they're put through. These players should be applauded for their love of the game and dedication to it, all with the hope of lifting a cup that to them is every bit as important as the Stanley Cup.
From over 130 teams down to 2. We'll return with the Royal Bank Cup from Weyburn after these words. Weyburn Red Wings have a 1-0 lead over the Camrose Kodiaks in this Royal Bank Cup final after 20 minutes of play. Rod Black, Dave Reed joined us, and guys, I would suggest the Weyburn Red Wings were on their heels in the first 3 quarters of that period, and perhaps fortunate to get the goal they scored.
Well, you got to make your breaks, don't you? And they waited and waited for that first shot they got, but when they finally did get a chance, they made good on it. It wasn't a classic goal, but they all count.
There were 7 shots by Weyburn, and it wasn't a shot that scored the goal, but it was the one that went in. That's all that's going to count. But they ran into penalty trouble early in the game, and they had to rely on Brendan Cuthbert to stand tall, take that one off the head. They allowed Mason Raymond, number 9 in black for Camrose, to waltz around on the power plays. He's the best player on the ice so far, but he's not the goal scorer. The goal scorer is from Weyburn. There's the first shot. That was with about 9 minutes and 10 seconds left. And here, you're going to see the goal. There's a great shot put to the net. Pat Magnuson drives the net and just bounces in off his chest. And that's the way Weyburn's been playing. They're playing very cautious defensive hockey. 10-7 are the shots for Camrose in the first period. But Weyburn's going to try to pick the offense up, get that second goal. They're going to have to start forechecking a little more. And I'd have to say playing in front of the home crowd the final game. First period's out of the way. They got to get back to business.
And for Camrose, obviously, try to get this crowd out of it, too.
Well, yes, the crowd really got into it with that goal. And for Camrose, they were carrying the play with the power plays. They had all the momentum going on their side. But that's hockey. You get that one lucky bounce, and it doesn't matter how many good opportunities you get. It's the ones that go on the net, and the only one that's gone in is for Weyburn.
And Weyburn leads 1-0 after 1 here at the Royal Bank Cup. Let's go down once again to Ray Morrison. Ray?
And the fans are all set to settle into their seats for period 2. Weyburn leads Camrose 1-0 in the Royal Bank Cup final.
1-0 Weyburn in Weyburn as we get ready for period 2 at the Royal Bank Cup. Well, there they are. Colby Nickel, Kai Magnuson. Colby got credit for the goal. It was definitely Kai Magnuson's goal after the giveaway. 1-0 Weyburn Red Wings. Second period getting ready to start here. Daniel Erlichson in the face-off circle with Chance Olsen. Red Wings were outshot 6-0 early on to the first half of the period, the first period. And then Weyburn outshot Camrose 7-4. Camrose now behind the net, trying to work something.
Dwight McMillan, coach of the Red Wings, happy to keep the checking line out against the big line from Camrose.
Gregor Sharp sending one in along the boards. Here it comes now to Andre Blanchette. Almost had it taken away from him. Mason Raymond. Raymond flips it into the corner. And a line change for the Kodiaks. Justin Smith out there with Magnuson. And Colby Nickel. Roberts. Kyle Parks. Back pass. A shot and a save made by Brendan Cuthbert.
We're having a look at Travis Freely, the captain of the Camrose Kodiaks. You can see here is some stats. He's leading the tournament with points for defensemen, and he's the true leader of this team on the backhand. He's the quarterback of the power play. He was the MVP, or best defenseman, in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. Led all defensemen in scoring in the playoffs in the Alberta Junior Finals. He can pretty much do everything for his team, and he starts every penalty kill. He's out there.
He had 56 points in 54 games, Travis Freely, and there's just one of the many different hairdos, facial and otherwise. It's kind of a Fu Manchu / goatee, kind of Wild West, Wyatt Earp thing going.
Take the helmet off him, and he's got the mohawk on as well. MVP of the tournament as well as best defenseman throughout this week. And when they left Camrose, they had a big going away party for him. The city threw, and they were sending him off to all their best, and he showed up with the mohawk.
That was TJ Fast trying to go end to end. Fast trying to dig it out along the boards. A lot of board play so far. Weyburn can't clear. Peter McDougall. Right side. Ryan Kuntz. Kuntz had the back pass. Vertigo. And the shot by Brendan Vertife goes high over the net.
Well, Ryan Kuntz came down the wing, tried to center it, but it was behind his line mates, and they were caught in a change, and Vertife steps into it. The puck's rolling, and as he hits the rolling puck, it just takes up high and wide. He had to rush it, though, because they get caught. It would have rolled offside. He came right from the bench, reached out to keep it in, but he couldn't control the rolling puck. If there were goalposts there, it would have been counted for 3.
Yeah, through the uprights. Couple big lines on the ice now. Here's Rick Wood. Todd Style with the puck. Raymond lost it. Kicks it back to his stick. Logan Gorsulis with Raymond. Cody Wasson. Up ice pass. And Mason Raymond now tries to wind her up. There he goes. Raymond again. So far they've done a pretty good job containing number 9, Raymond.
The Weyburn is just clogging up the middle. They're just sitting back. And Camrose trying to make something happen. Another pass through the middle. Travis Freely forcing the puck. 2 giveaways in the first period. One resulted in a goal when Camrose tried to go through the middle with the long passes.
Break now for Nick Harsula. Stick up near his face. And in the corner we have a whistle.
Weyburn plays 2 styles. One when they've got the lead, and their coach comes right out and says that they will change what they're doing. They play a 2-man forecheck, and then when they get the lead, they're going to trap it up and they're going to take away the middle. And here is Mason Raymond trying to skate through the pile. When you've got to skate through the ice coming around the piles and try to get through 5 bodies, it's very difficult. Camrose wants to get through the trap. They're going to have to reverse the puck side to side, but they're just going to have to get to center and throw it to the open side.
Corona. Shot right on. David Thompson. Defoe.
That puck squirts into the corner. Wolbeck lost it. Scott Defoe out there with Derek Wolbeck. Loose puck in front again. Once again cleared out to center ice. Dwight McMillan has also preached through the years playing without the puck. He says it's not so much what you do when you have the puck. Playing without it. Because often you don't have it. Here's Colby Nickel. Nifty move there by Nickel. Had it taken away by Raymond. Mason Raymond now. Raymond cuts into the middle. Low shot. Easily handled by Cuthbert.
Great job by Matt Wheeler, not allow Raymond to skate down the outside.
Well, hockey season winding down almost throughout the world, and Brendan Cuthbert is the goalie here, and Chris Cuthbert is our newcomer to TSN. We welcome him aboard, and the CFL season begins. The preseason touchdown Atlantic from Halifax. It's the Argos and the Ticats. Offside call. It's the Weyburn Red Wings, this team from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. The host team, they were always going to be here. They knew that this season. They just didn't realize that they, perhaps a couple of months ago, would have been able to do such great things in this round robin. And if you had to pick at the right time, that's right now.
Well, they got the advantage of being able to rest injuries, but also that might make you stale, but it didn't make them stale at all. What it did was it allowed them to get some great time to practice, refine all their skills, get in top shape, and come into this week-long tournament where you play every other day. And then when you're going to get to this point, you play back-to-back semifinal and finals. And everybody on this team for Weyburn, everybody you talk to involved in the organization says that player to player, they're playing better than they did during the regular season. They're in better shape than they were in the regular season. And as a team, they seem to have come together over that 3-week little mini camp, the Royal Bank Cup, or Royal Bank camp that they had. And they did a real team bonding within there, and now they've really controlled every game this week.
Ryan Kuntz battling for the puck in the corner with Peter McDougall for Weyburn. Kyle Parks trying to muscle him off the puck. They lost it. Kuntz was dumped. The penalty coming to Camrose. Wasik. Now an extra attacker. And the whistle. And now a power play for the Weyburn Red Wings after Captain Ryan Kuntz was dumped.
Well, Matt Boyd just got caught a little out of position as Ryan Kuntz came around to take the shot. And he ends up getting the trip. As you see it here, they're trying to pass the puck up the middle again. Ryan Boyd reaches back with the stick between Kuntz's legs and takes him down. But again, Camrose trying to force the puck up the middle on breakouts. And that's another breakaway. This time it's a power play for Whalen as a result of it. Or for Weyburn, excuse me.
Eric Talent into the corner. Not corral that one at the blue line, and it goes all the way back to Cuthbert. Weyburn trying to work this power play now. Leading 1-0. Canadian Junior A Hockey Championship. And a good play there by number 18, McGregor Sharp, as he gets a whistle in the Weyburn zone.
Well, McGregor Sharp from Red Deer, Alberta, 19 years old. He's going to play in Minnesota Duluth.
He'll have a good teammate there.
NCAA hockey down there. Yes, he will. He's going to have a very good teammate. It's always nice to go down and play hockey with someone you know. He's going to be going down there with a fellow teammate, Mason Raymond.
Ty Magnuson over the line now. Justin Schmidt working there with Blanchette. To the point. Wasik is shot in front. Wasik again. Had that shot blocked. Matt Fetzner played in the WHL last year with Calgary. And there's Colby Nickel. Easy off to Magnuson. Justin Schmidt there. Schmidt, Magnuson, and Nickel combined for that first goal. It wasn't pretty, but it counted.
In a big way so far. The only goal in the game. Magnuson, cross ice. Shot hit a Kodiak in front. Kirk Mendernow.
The same line got the final goal in yesterday's game. Triple overtime. So sometimes the lines that are maybe not supposed to do all the offense.
There's Wood. Good save by David Thompson. Rick Wood, who's going to play university hockey next year at the University of Manitoba, hails from Rivers, Manitoba, and he had a good opportunity.
Nice little short pass by Stevenson to Wood, and he comes around to the backhand. Great job by Freely. Did not allow him to cut to the front of the net, and this is the scoring line that Weyburn usually relies upon out on the ice to finish off his power play.
Dodging the check there is number 23, Ryan Grona. Grona's got a very heavy shot as he knocks Lee Jubenville behind the play into the boards. No call. Jordan Stevenson to Grona. Grona goes off the ice now on a line change. Wood behind the net. Both teams now with 5 aside.
Dwight McDonough getting the matchup he wants out here again with Erlingson. And you see Raymond on the ice for Camrose. Weyburn tries to get off as soon as possible so they can get their checking line out against Camrose's top offensive line.
Raymond again. Bursting through center ice. Raymond to Sharp. Cross ice pass for number 12, Chance Olsen. Olsen actually is from these parts, just down the road in Milestone, and a big hit there at the line by Ryan Mako. But it's 1-0 Weyburn.
Ryan Mako from Mundare, Alberta, introduces himself to Brendan Verdefe as Verdefe's looking back for the puck. You don't do that when you're coming down on a 6'1", 190-pound defenseman just waiting to throw his body around to try to change some tempo in the game. Great body check by Ryan Mako.
Had some time with the Regina Pats last season. Thompson gives it off to Mako now. Sets it up. Chance Olsen to Raymond. Raymond so quick shot too. Stopped in front. Weyburn has it. Boy, I have a feeling that Mason Raymond is going to explode anytime soon. He has been all over the puck so far.
The key to that rush was getting in the puck in the neutral zone with speed. We're not relying on him to carry the puck like he was earlier in the first period. Someone else is carrying it, and he's finding the openings.
Joe Pace lost the puck to Kyle Parks, and Pace has his helmet knocked off. And a penalty call to Camrose as Pace had his lid knocked off.
The hit from behind.
And
number 7, Kyle Parks, that's a big loss.
That is a big loss because he's going to the dressing room. He's gone.
Hit from behind. The referee felt that it was enough intent that it could be an injury. You see the numbers. You just don't do this in hockey. That it could be a serious injury. Pace able to get his head up at the last second. But Kyle Parks, always an offensive threat, one of the top offensive players on the team.
He was second
in the league
in the Alberta Junior Hockey League this year in points. He's an important part of their team. But that will cost his team not only a penalty, but him for the rest of this game. Parks is gone. And once again, Weyburn has a power play, leading 1-0 with 10.5 to go in the second period.
It's tough to lose the leading scorer halfway through a game. Leading scorer of the regular season for Camrose halfway through this game. A little frustration, though. That's what happens when things aren't going your way early in the game.
Now, Kodiaks, short-handed. Tucker with a save. There's Boyd. Camrose doing a nice job in the penalty kill. Grona, number 23. His 21st birthday today.
Good way to celebrate it. Take home a championship, and they're halfway there.
Back to Friedland. Friedland. Back pedals. Rips one down the ice.
Weyburn's got to be careful. They're trapping when they've got the man advantage. They're forechecking 1-2-2 with the man advantage.
Here's Wood to Grona. Grona. Back to Wood. Rick Wood now. Grona. In front is Pills. Can't get to it. Better not. Wheeler. Wheeler again. Tees it up. Hit a body in front, went wide. Penalty about to expire. And that's an offside call at the line. With 3 seconds left in that man advantage.
Well, Weyburn not taking advantage of the power play there. But here's, we talked about it earlier, here are the points you're losing from your team. Kyle Parks with 87 regular season points, 14 in the playoffs and 4 in his tournament. And this, you just don't do this. You see the numbers. That could be a serious injury. Pace just able to get his head up at the last second to avoid an injury, but that's something that's just a frustration hit right there. When you hit people from behind, you're just frustrated. Things aren't going your way.
Back to full strength now. 8.5 minutes to go in the second period here in the Colosseum in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. The home team Red Wings, the host team in this tournament, leading 1-0. Scott Defoe. Going to be up to the Kodiaks now. Some of those lesser lights, some of those players who aren't goal scorers, to pick up some of the slack left over from Park's absence. Back up to center ice. Dustin Schmidt tried to chase that one down.
We talked about at the start of the show, Camrose isn't a team that relies on 1 or 2 guys. But when you need a guy to do some scoring, there are a few guys that you do rely on, and Kyle Parks is one of them. They had lots of players who had 40 points or more on the season. So they do have the players to step it up offensively, but they're just not getting it done so far.
Sharp in front. TJ Fast is there. And a shot by Dan Stinson that was very close to going in. Stinson had the top shelf, couldn't find it. He's in front of the net right now. And another penalty coming, this time to Weyburn.
Peter McDougall just reaches in. He's going to get a hook here.
So now a power play for the Kodiaks, who almost tied it up right here. Dan Stinson. '19-year-old native of Regina, Peter McDougall in the penalty box now for Weyburn.
Just a great job by Camrose on a great forecheck. Moving. And there's your hook. As he pulls down Travis Freely, who jump up in the play. But Camrose, they're not going to be too concerned being down a goal. They were down 2 goals. They were down 3-1 in a series in the final to get here, or to get to their final in their playoffs. They were down 2-1, or 3-1, excuse me, down 2-0 going into the third period. And they were able to come back, win the game, and eventually come back and win the next 2 games and win the series.
Raymond dancing there again. Friedland. Power play now for the Kodiaks. 0-4 so far. Have not been able to solve Brandon Cuthbert. Andre Blanchette. Now Raymond. Wheels. Chance Olsen. Raymond in the corner. McGregor Sharp, number 18, chasing. Body there. Cody Wasik, number 5, and a whistle. 1:15 to go in the man advantage.
Good job by Cody Wasik down deep. McGregor Sharp trying to take him up, but Cody Wasik plays a lot of minutes for the Weyburn Red Wings. They rely on him a lot from Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, 6'1", 190 pounds. He's had a very, very strong Royal Bank Cup for Weyburn.
Kodiaks get the puck now. Steubenville. Number 16. There's a shot off the mask again of Cuthbert. Big guy goes down and it's off the mask. Nice feed in front. TJ Fast was on the pitch. Now Mako.
Justin Schmidt, great job of coming down with his defenseman.
Shot by Roberts. In front, loose puck. Kuntz.
Great job again by Schmidt coming down, lifting the stick, tipping it back to his teammate Ryan Kuntz, and they're able to clear the zone and get the pressure off. Excellent penalty killing by Justin Schmidt twice, coming back down, leaving his point man, covering his point man, to save some great scoring chances by Camrose.
Arcero leaves it off for Fast. Maybe one last shot on the power play here now for Camrose. Freely. Penalty is expiring. In front. Save made. Did not get a lot on that. Was Logan Gorsulis. Penalty has expired. Kodiaks in front again. Couple of great chances for Camrose as Weyburn delivers it over the boards and out of play.
Matt Fetzner with the kick save and a beauty.
1-0 Weyburn at the Royal Bank Cup.
Matt Fetzner, 6'2", 220 pounds from Royston, British Columbia. Acts like the goaltender at the end of the power play. There's the kick save off the toe. He's a big guy out there, 21 years old, a real character player for this team. Played with the Calgary Hitmen. Relied upon another defenseman, relied upon quite a bit by Dwight McMillan. Lots of experience playing major junior in the WHL. Now coming back to finish out his junior career here in Weyburn.
Here come the Red Wings now. Verdite. Bouncing back in the corner. Under 5 minutes in the second period. Only one goal in the game. Going to the home side. Freely tried to spring Nick Harsula, but did not.
Bauer Nike Hockey supports the development programs of Hockey Canada for players, coaches, and officials, helping all hockey participants in Canada realize their dreams. Bauer Nike Hockey, premier sponsor of Hockey Canada.
Daniel Erlinson in the face-off circle. Coming in now will be McGregor Sharp. To the right, David Thompson. Top-ranked Camrose Kodiaks against the 105th ranked Weyburn Red Wings. Those rankings don't mean anything right now, though.
No, they can put all those behind you.
Puck in front. Cuthbert is looking for it. Olsen was there. Chance Olsen had a chance. And once again, Brendan Cuthbert shuts the door.
Well, there's the top line of the Camrose Kodiaks. Mason Raymond, 9. Chance Olsen, 12. Gets a piece of it there. Following with McGregor Sharp. Against the checking line for Weyburn. Olsen almost gets that one between the legs of Cuthbert.
Raymond. Mason Raymond is dumped. TJ Fast pitching in again. Fast is going to get a penalty.
Head check. Anytime you make contact, you come in to make a hit, and the referee feels you have targeted the head. It's a 2-minute minor and a 10-minute misconduct. So with only 4:11 left, they're going to take him off the ice. You can see him come in here. Checks from behind and head checks are something that they don't allow in minor hockey throughout Canada, and they instruct the referees to be very diligent about those calls.
Very interesting to see as Boris Rybalka will talk with the officiating crew here. Yesterday in their game against Georgetown, it was the Georgetown team that lost its composure and played very undisciplined. This time today, it looks like Camrose Kodiaks are having problems staying out of the penalty box.
All frustration, usually on hits from behind, checks to the head, and both those checks were aggressive. It's just strictly out of frustration. And TJ Fast, a young player, was actually Rookie of the Year in the Alberta Junior Hockey League. He's going to go play at the University of Denver next season. Just a little frustration trying to come in and again try to create something on the forecheck, try to throw a big hit. Unfortunately, got it up in the head. So the Weyburn player, now he's off, but he will be back.
Wasik.
2 minutes and 10-minute misconduct, so he will be back for the first period.
Whistle now. You saw Travis Friedley. Boy, Travis Friedley is a very sound defenseman, the captain for Boris Rybalka's Camrose Kodiaks.
Watching him play in the last few days, kind of reminds me of Scott Niedermayer. His stance, his helmet, the look on his face.
Yeah,
he's got the same very no emotion, all business, very smooth, plays in all situations. Excellent skater, tremendous playmaker.
Now Wood, Rick Wood. Over the line, dangling now behind the net. Wood with Krona in front. There's Wasik. Wasik is shot! Cody Wasik lights up Weyburn.
Just a great play by Rick Wood. Such patience. Taking the puck wide. No play. Hang on to it. Go around the net. These are things you can't teach. And then looking for the open man. Cody Wasik comes in. Fires a hard shot right through the legs of David Thompson. This place was getting a little quiet for a while, but not anymore. It's a huge power play goal.
This underdog Weyburn Red Wing team. If they didn't make believers of the folks here in southeast Saskatchewan, they certainly are right now. 2-0 Red Wings. Power play goal.
Camrose again forcing the puck up the middle, right into 5 players of Weyburn. They're able to knock it back down, dump it back in, slow it down again. Giving it to Raymond, skating right into the traffic.
There's McDougall. Peter McDougall, whose father once played with the Regina Pats. Kim, in the early 70s, also played with Minnesota, 1 game in the NHL. But everybody right now in Weyburn talking about Cody Wasik's goal.
Well, he's from Rivers, Manitoba. Rick Wood, who makes the play right here. Great job of hanging on to the puck. Makes a beautiful heads-up play. He doesn't look down at the puck once as he's coming around the net on one skate and finds Wasik. Back at the point.
Magnuson. David Thompson. 2:20 to go in the second period. This game that began so sharply for the Camrose Kodiaks has leveled out here in the second period. It's all Weyburn.
Weyburn's keeping it as simple as possible, but you got to remember watching the game yesterday with Weyburn and Hawkesbury. Weyburn was in this exact same situation. Up 2, they sat back, but right now they don't seem to be sitting back, even though they're still playing their same system of clogging up the neutral zone with trap hockey. But they're not allowing Camrose to get the blue line. In yesterday's game, Weyburn allowed Hawkesbury to get the blue line on every rush. That's where they ran into trouble.
Wood is on the ice again. There's Friedley. Trying to get it away from Wood. He does. Over the line. That shot knocked away. Logan Gorselitz there, number 14. On the cycle behind the net. Trying to send it in front. Defoe is there. Scott Defoe, 6 feet 3 inches. Big target. Big forward. And the puck is somewhere on the possession of Matt Fetzner. Future Manitoba Bison. Rick Wood.
And here you can see how many more assists he gets than goals. He's definitely the setup man on this team, and you could see it on the way he controlled the puck and got his head up as he went around the net. Wasn't in a rush to shoot the puck. And when you get that many assists, and when he's got the puck and you're on the ice with a playmaker, you go to the openings. That's exactly what Cody Wasik did, as he knew Rick Wood was controlling the puck. Jump to the holes, and he'll find you with it because he's the playmaker on the team, usually the guy he's looking for. The Stevenson coming around to put the puck in the net.
Little repair job in front. This Weyburn team, born back in 1961. They've been around for a long time. Junior hockey in these parts have had some big names play here. Some rather illustrious alumni like Joe Daly, who went on to the Detroit Red Wings, the goalie, who went to play with the Winnipeg Jets. The old no mask era. Barry Melrose played here. Bill Lasute.
Barry Melrose in the building yesterday.
Tiger Williams was born here. He's here. Tiger's here in the house. Grown. Mason Raymond has not been getting a lot of space in the second period. Had lots in the first. Bad pass there. Grown up. Bumping there with McGregor Sharp. And another whistle. Well, inside the Camrose dressing room, Boris Rabalka, as a motivator, he just says to each player, you are your own motivation, and everybody has their own pictures in their stall. He has his own picture in his pocket of his jacket, and that's his wife and his daughter who are in the house here today. So that's his inspiration. But every player, when he says by name, he'll say it between periods now. There's a minute to go. He'll say, he won't say much. He says, I tell them to look in their stalls. And each guy has pictures or something that is an inspiration to him.
He says he doesn't need a lot of motivational speeches. He comes up, tells them the technical part of the game, says a few words, and then says, guys, if you need any more, just turn around, look in your stalls. And that's what they do. Everybody's got something in their stall. He doesn't ask what it is. Doesn't tell them what to put there. Everybody has to do it on their own. And he said it's been very, very inspirational to many players.
They are going to have to come up with some inspiration in this third period upcoming. 20 seconds to go, second. Weyburn Red Wings lead 2-0. Good shot there by Jason Roberts. Big save by Brendan Cuthbert. Final 10 seconds of the period. Kodiaks trying still. Dumped out. And listen to this place as they will send their Red Wings to the dressing room. 2-0 Weyburn.
Weyburn doing exactly what they wanted. Frustrating Camrose. Scoring on the power play. Camrose a frustrated team. They just cannot get any momentum going. Every time they have the puck, they look up. There's a white jersey standing in front of them, limiting all their ice time and space. And it'll be interesting to see how Camrose comes out in the third period. They've got to come out with fire in their belly, as they say, if they want to get back in this game.
Let's go down to Ray Morrison now.
Cody Wozniak with a big goal for the Weyburn Red Wings. They lead Camrose by 2. We'll take a break. We'll return to the Colosseum after these words. Saskatchewan right now. Weyburn is running away with the Royal Bank Cup after 40 minutes of play. They are up 2-0 on the Camrose Kodiaks. And joining me is the Kodiaks captain, Travis Friedley. And Travis, that goal that they scored, Wozniak's goal is a big one. You guys are going to have to respond.
Yeah, I mean, we've scored more than 2 goals in the period before, and we just got to start going to the net. It's not going to be a pretty one that's going to get us going, so we just got to go to the net.
Let's talk a little bit about the early parts of the first period. The first 15 minutes, you outshot them, and I was sure you were going to be able to perhaps generate the pressure to get a goal. It might have been a different contest had you been able to do that, but then they came back and got one.
Yeah, I mean, we were getting shots, but they were from the outside, and like I said, we weren't getting enough traffic, and we just didn't get the bounce. So hopefully we can come out here and get one.
What about the loss of Kyle Parks? How does that sting?
I mean, it hurts. It definitely hurts, but we got a pretty deep team, and we can bounce back.
So what is the message do you feel you got to tell your players, your teammates here in the third period? What are you not seeing that's got to be orchestrated here?
We got to win every battle to the puck, and we haven't been doing that. I mean, this is it. There's no tomorrow, so we got to start winning those battles, and like I said, just start throwing everything at the net.
Good stuff. Thanks for doing this, Travis. Appreciate it very much.
No problem. Travis
Friedley, the captain of the Camrose Kodiaks. There's the Weyburn Inland Terminal. Weyburn leads Camrose 2-0 after 2. We have played 40 minutes of this Royal Bank Cup final here in Weyburn. Their hometown Red Wings leading Camrose by a count of 2-0. Rod Black and Dave Reed join us for some analysis. Late goal in the first period for the Weyburn Red Wings, a late goal in the second period, and gentlemen, the Weyburn Red Wings might have the lift they need now for the third.
Yeah, they do. And the first goal, you might call it ugly. The second goal was a beauty. Weyburn Red Wings, this surprise team, surprising Camrose right now.
Well, they are surprising Camrose, but I don't think they're surprising themselves. They're doing exactly what they practiced for the last 3 weeks before they get to this tournament. They take advantage of a big penalty from Kyle Parks, and they ended up scoring the winning goal, or the second goal on the power play. But you've got to give their defense credit. Guys like Kirk Mendernack, you don't hear much about him today. Matt Fetchner's been having a fantastic game. Mark Schweitzer, Cody Wasik, who got the second goal. These guys have been doing a great job. Matt Wheeler's been playing most of the game on defense, playing every other shift back there. But the Weyburn Red Wings team is all about team defense. And they are playing a fantastic job of keeping the puck to the outside. And when you get power plays like this one, and you get guys like Rick Wood making those passes, Wasik comes up with a big goal. But they're playing their game, their defensive style hockey game, and they've done exactly what they wanted start to finish. They practiced it for 3 weeks, and they've played it to a T today.
Cody Wasik with a goal in the second period on the power play. Again, Weyburn, Brendan Cuthbert doing the job too, but this team from Camrose is known for their offense. They scored 8 goals yesterday. They're not getting a sniff right now.
Well, you see that a lot of times. You come up with a big semifinal game offensively and nothing the next day. They've got 20 minutes to turn this game around. They've got the offense to do it. It's how are they going to get to the front of the net? With the Weyburn's defense and team playing so strong defensively, they've got to figure out ways to do it. You talk, Freely was saying they've got to get pucks to the net, win the one-on-one battles. Yes, you have to do that, but they have to generate speed through the neutral zone, and that means you can't carry the puck. If they can get their speed going, get the pucks to the net, might be a different third period.
Camrose Kodiaks not leading right here, but they certainly led in the nominations and the awards that were handed out earlier this week for this tournament. But also here are the awards that went out throughout the tournament. Travis Freely, again, most valuable player. You can see Freely, top defenseman. Brendan Cuthbert, the top goaltender. Brendan Vertifee, the most sportsmanlike player. But the player of the year in Canadian Junior A hockey came from Nanaimo. The Nanaimo Clippers, his name, Michael Olson.
Oh, you look at the guys that have won it, like Danny Healy and Mike Comrie, and it's very honoring, and I don't consider myself a player like that whatsoever. If you were to look at my stats, I finished like 21st in our league scoring, and our leader had 100 points. So I'm not a Danny Healy or a Mike Comrie or anything like that. I'm just, it was very surprising to me, and I was happy to be a nominee, and I really didn't think that I was going to actually get the award.
And congratulations to Michael Olson, who will go to St. Cloud University on a scholarship next season. Speaking of scholarships, let's go down to Ray Morrison.
Thank you, Rod. Sam Kalitsa from Kingston was the RBC winner of the Scholastic Honor of the Years. Congratulations, Sam. Obviously, it's got to be a big, big honor. Tell me a little bit about beyond hockey. Maybe first of all, your marks and what you're taking at Queen's University and your hopes down the road.
I'm currently taking civil engineering at Queen's, and hopefully it'll lead to a career in that field. And it's just a tremendous honor, and I don't know, I'm kind of surprised right now, you know.
How hard is it to balance hockey and scholastics? That's got to be a real juggling act.
It is at times, but my coach has been really lenient with it, allowing me to miss practices when need be. And, you know, it's just I go to the rink and release some stress sometimes, so it's good.
Well, thank you very much, and once again, congratulations, Sam. That's great.
Thank you.
Sam Kalitsa, the Scholastic winner from the RBC Awards. You know, it takes a number of big-time sponsors in order to keep hockey thriving in this country, and one of them, of course, as you have seen today, is RBC.
Hockey is a way of life for millions of Canadians. From our children's early morning practices to the pride of watching Team Canada compete at the Olympic Games, hockey is a vital part of Canadian culture and our communities. The RBC Royal Bank Cup is not only an outstanding hockey tournament, it is a national championship, one that has provided many young players with a stepping stone to the game's highest levels, including the NHL and even the Olympic Games. The hockey this week has been top-notch, and the city of Weyburn and its people have been splendid hosts. The over 600 local volunteers who have made this tournament such a success deserve tremendous praise for all their hard work and dedication. As a premier sponsor of Hockey Canada since 1995, RBC continues to be a leading supporter of our national game from the grassroots to the Olympic Games. We have been proud to be recently named a premier national partner of the Vancouver 2010 Olympic Winter Games. Judging by the caliber of the hockey this week, we might just see some of these young men wearing the Team Canada jersey in Vancouver in 2010. From big events like the RBC Royal Bank Cup to minor hockey teams across our great country, our game could not even exist without the tireless work of volunteers. The RBC Local Hockey Leaders Program recognizes and rewards minor hockey volunteers for their efforts. A celebrity panel that included Olympians Ryan Smith and Kelly Béchard selected one winner from each of Hockey Canada's 13 member branches. More than 2,000 nominations were received from across Canada. RBC Insurance donated $10,000 to minor hockey in each of the winners' communities. And we recently unveiled a special display case in the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto to honor all of the winners. At RBC, we believe in building prosperity together. This vision is about helping our communities thrive and become successful. The RBC Royal Bank Cup is a fantastic celebration and a great example of how sport joins people from across Canada.
We will be back with the third period from lead the Kodiaks 2-0 after 40.
The Weyburn Red Wings are 20 minutes away from ending a 21-year drought and winning the Canadian Junior A Hockey Championship. Third period underway. Weyburn leading 2-0.
You're going to see a lot of this from Weyburn. They're not going to take chances. They're going to fire it out, and when they're firing it out, they're not going to be afraid to shoot it hard. May end up being an icing, but they're not going to worry about it. Unlike yesterday's game against Hawkesbury, Weyburn's done a pretty solid job on controlling pucks off faceoffs.
You know that Camrose has to score quickly here in this third period to change things, get the momentum back on their side. Mason Raymond, who was very quiet, rubbed out a lot in that second period. He dances in the corner. Fetchner will just send it back down the ice. And an icing call. The Kodiaks, who has scored some goals, certainly yesterday. They've had a lot of shots throughout this tournament. They've got a lot of shots in this game, but nothing up on the board right now.
Nothing on the board. They're out shooting Weyburn 24-15 right now, and you can see how Camrose does shoot the puck. They like their offense.
That one goal was against Weyburn. Remember, Weyburn beat Camrose. Maybe that was a precursor to this in the round robin. So no one should be surprised that the Red Wings can look the #1 ranked Kodiaks eye to eye. Andre Blanchette. Blanchette now rides the puck.
This Weyburn's 1-2-2. This is something Camrose didn't do earlier in the game, is control the puck before they just try to throw it up in the middle. They're trying to reverse the flow, which is what you have to do against the trap, but you have to do it a little quicker, a little more diligently than Camrose is doing right now.
Back after it now is Ryan Mako. High off the glass. Joe Pace, one of 2 American players on this Weyburn team. Pace from Northbrook, Illinois, outside of Chicago. The other being Eric Talent, who's from Texas.
Well, when you see a team trapping and you can't move it, you're going to have to fire it up. Watch how the trap works here. You've got one player up in the middle. Everything's taken away the middle. Here's the force in the middle. You stay in the middle. It's a 1-2-2. Camrose looks up. They have nowhere to go. There's nobody open. You're going to just fire it off the end boards. And Weyburn's defense backs up at the blue line, picks it up, throws it right back down easily.
Pace throwing it down easily. Race for it now. There's Talent. Friedley. Flip up the middle. Gorsulet squeezing through. Cuthbert squeezing the puck, however.
Brendan Cuthbert giving absolutely no shots. For Logan Gorsulet's big goaltender. He covers a lot of ice. Logan Gorsulet comes down, tries to make the extra move, runs out of space, and then has nowhere to shoot. Couldn't get it up high. Great defensive job. Joe Pace dropping down to block the shot, ends up doing a good enough job by making Gorsulis hesitate, and then takes away any space he had to get the shot away.
McGregor Sharp took the face-off right to Cuthbert. There's Sharp again. Wheeling scores! Sharp puts the Kodiaks on the board. A seeing eye puck through traffic.
Great job by Camrose. Jumping on the loose puck at the blue line. The defense was pinching, it was taken away. Comes up the boards, here's the pinch. As the puck doesn't get out. Kent Lilliard couldn't get the puck out. Just throw the puck to the net, but a strong forecheck. Even Mason Raymond coming in with playing the body. A little bit of a screen in front by Olsen. Camrose with an early goal in the third period puts them right back in the game.
Exactly what they needed. Now, Raymond, the shot, but there was an offside call, and Mason Raymond took the shot, but he could not hear the whistle. It was a one-timer as it came over the line on the feed. Certainly didn't intend to let that shot go, but it happened.
No, very close offside chance. Olsen, nice pass behind his back. Mason Raymond had lots of room to step into it. But the big line comes up big. McGregor Sharp with the goal. Early in the period, and this is what they wanted to do. You're down by 2, get one early. Again, Friedli pinching. Camrose isn't going to pull back.
They're playing more like they did in the first period when they came out gunning. Matt Boyd over the line now. Boyd. He's hit hard by Magnuson. Friedli. Again banked off the boards. Justin Schmidt can't get to it. Friedli controls. Delayed offside call here. Up the middle, and that will be icing. So suddenly Camrose gets some life here in the third period.
Well, they seem to have a few more legs than Weyburn right now. They've got the energy, but Weyburn, they're not going to be concerned because this tournament they're used to one-goal games. 3 overtime games. One was a triple overtime game. And you play 4 games out of 5, all one-goal games. The only thing Weyburn's got to be worried about is that they haven't played enough hockey. And when you keep on a roll and you keep playing like Camrose has, you're used to these situations.
Wood in front. Tried to find Jordan Stevenson. Rick Wood has played very well. He's been one of the best wings. There he is again. There's a shot by Stevenson. Wood hustling again. Another loose puck.
Great forecheck by Weyburn's top line, creating a couple of offensive chances.
Defoe, high and wide. Raymond. Elbowed off the puck. Behind the net. There's Brendan Verteface sending it back down into the Kodiak zone. Quickly up ice for Raymond. Dumps it in on the backhand. Raymond could not get to it. Battling there with Ryan Kuntz. Lots of time left. Over 15 minutes is the puck. And the net comes over top of Brendan Cuthbert, but the puck behind. And Cuthbert had a duck for cover there.
It's tough when you're as big as Brendan Cuthbert, 6'3", to duck underneath the net when it's falling on you. But we're going to have a look. The Camrose's turnovers in their own zone. Just a little dusting of the puck allows Rick Wood in perfect position to give it to Justin Stevenson, who just throws it over the net. And then again, Camrose gets the puck and they can't get it out right away, resulting in another shot on net that never made it.
In the face-off circle, Ryan Grona. The chance Olsen. Raymond. Strong play with the puck. Olsen there. There's Sharp, the goal scorer for the Kodiaks. And again, the puck alongside the net. This line is very dangerous. Mason Raymond, along with Chance Olsen and McGregor Sharp. Raymond and Sharp will be teammates next year in college as they go down to the States and play for Minnesota Duluth.
We're getting a line change because the line of Daniel Erlins and Ryan Grona and Kent Lilliard have done a great job of staying in the face of the big line for Camrose, even though they did get the one goal. Up to that point, they played very frustrating hockey.
Judenville tried to find a Kodiak in front, could not. Ryan Mako logging a lot of ice time here, along with Travis Friedley for Camrose. Kodiaks have had a dream season. Would like to complete it here, but they're down a goal with 14:54 to go in the third period.
Boris Rybalka must have had his players looking at their stalls during the second, third intermission, as he's got them pumped up right now. And here we're having a look around the rink here in Weyburn. There's all the ex-players who have played with the Red Wings and moved on to NHL careers, WHA careers, American League. Clayton Bettles, an ex-teammate of mine in Boston.
Dean Kennedy played here. Elmer Locke once played here. Did you know that? Not for the Red Wings.
Didn't know that until we were having lunch this afternoon, and his picture was right above us.
With the best burger, by the way.
The best burger in town.
And Elmer Locke, former Montreal Canadian great, played for the Weyburn Beavers back in the late 30s. So hockey goes back in this prairie town many, many years.
And Dwight McMillan had a few of the players in town. We talked about it earlier. Barry Melrose come in and speak to the team. Barry Melrose, an ex-Red Wing player, and here you can see the banners that go across the arena.
This is an arena that just
Dave Williams
of old-time hockey, doesn't it?
Dave Williams grew up around here.
Raymond, shot saved by Cuthbert.
Tiger Williams, he spoke to the team earlier in the week. On Friday, it was Barry Melrose. So all the coaches at this level to get to this point, using the psychological edge to work on their players, to motivate in different ways. And it's always fun when you see ex-players come into the arena. And Barry Melrose and Tiger Williams drew lots of attention around the rink the last few days.
Chance Olsen losing the draw to Kai Magnuson. Now Schmidt. There's Colby Nickel. Nickel spins, waits. Backhand in front for Magnuson. He's knocked down. Both players knocked down. And once again, the Kodiaks breaking out.
Mason Raymond absolutely ran over Colby Nickel when Nickel turned to post up to make the pass to a late man coming. A lot of scouts watching.
And a giveaway.
Mason Raymond is not drafted. But after watching this tournament, the way he's played throughout the year, a lot of people say that if he was going to be drafted, if there was a draft, even though he's not his draft year of being an 18-year-old, was a 19-year-old, that he could be a high prospect. And the way he's played this game, the way he's skating, very well could be.
There's yesterday's hero, Colby Nickel. He took a hit.
He gets hit down in the corner. Matt Boyd finishes him off, but I'm not sure if it's that one that hurt or if it was the one earlier in the shift that hurt more. But either way, Camrose is coming out, very physical presence now that they've got that goal.
Vertifee lines it behind the net. Thompson there. Shots on goal, 29-15 for the Kodiaks. Friedley lost the puck. Vertifee now. Vertifee back pass. Jordan Stevenson had it taken away. They still have the puck. Stevenson. Not behind the net still. Brendan Vertifee, good shift there. Line change for him now. He'll take a breather.
Jordan Stevenson just couldn't get the shot away. Had a great opportunity. A great feed by Vertifee on what was started out as a 3-on-1 and didn't develop into a shot at all as the puck bounced a little bit before Stevenson shot it.
And a whistle on the offside. Close one here in Weyburn. At 8/7 Central on CTV. Down the dial, American Idol.
Well, it wasn't American Idol, but it was a similar show making the cut as we look at Brendan Cuthbert. Brendan Cuthbert got to the final 18 before he was released, and the show was supposed to be for guys who didn't get the shot or their chance is gone, and they told Brendan Cuthbert, you know what, you're playing well, you're a good goaltender, but you're still playing. You're still enduring, and you're still going to have an opportunity. So he enjoyed his experience at making the cut.
Right now, he's the Weyburn idol. A lot of Cuthbert signs here. He stopped 28 shots so far today. That one wide. Another save by Cuthbert.
Got the full robbed by Cuthbert and bounced off the backboards.
Blanchett keeping it in. Kodiaks, defensemen, like to pinch. They like to come up. Could have been a break there for Weyburn. This one sent up into the crowd. Nick Harsela had a great chance in the slot. Couldn't find the mark.
Well, Nick Harsela comes down the middle. The puck pops off. It comes back to him. Right here, it pops off his stick, and it comes back to him. But there's the stop I was talking about off Scott Defoe as it bounced off the end boards. But Nick Harsela walked up the middle, got a poke check.
There's a quick shot. Again, Cuthbert. That butterfly style. Now, another break for Weyburn. Hard shot there. The Lilliard. Kent Lilliard. Sea-Line, Saskatchewan. Not many shots for the Red Wings. But they lead 2-1. Olsen. Again, down in the splits is Cuthbert.
For a big guy, Brendan Cuthbert moves very, very well. Did a good job there by Weyburn. Weyburn turned it around and got the offense from the checking line. As Camrose had their big line of Olsen, Raymond, and Sharp out. It was a good shot by Lilliard down the right wing.
In front. Good chance there for the Kodiaks.
Jubenville, I don't know how he missed that, or I suppose I could say Brendan Cuthbert got the stop on it, but he was left all alone in front of the net. This is something that hasn't happened much, but Kirk Mendernack, number 22, gets caught going in to the corner where there's 3 guys deep, and there it is right there. He just misses the net. He didn't have a lot of room upstairs. But Lee Jubenville standing all by himself in front of the net. As Kirk Mendernack got caught going down behind the net.
Blanchett over the net and over Cuthbert. Bravely. Banged out again by the Red Wings. Jubenville, who will go to Princeton next year, an Ivy Leaguer from Edmonton, Alberta. Line changes again. Going into the midway part of the third period. Jason Roberts. Kodiaks lost one of their big scores in the second period on a check from behind. Kyle Parks left the game after he was penalized. Knocking Joe Pace into the end boards. They need some offense now. Look out here. Harsela. And a shot after a whistle. Logan Gorselitz. We'll hear it from a few Weyburn Red Wings.
Well, you can't hear much from up here. We're not that far off the ice here in the Coliseum in Weyburn. And I don't know if the players can hear the whistles or not, but that was definitely a second late. But nobody went at him. Nobody was going to challenge him. So obviously, nobody else heard it down the ice level.
Cody Wasnick's goal is the difference right now. Power play goal in the second period. 2-1 Weyburn. They try to finish off this improbable journey this year. Fast. Finish serving his 10-minute misconduct. Puck flipped out again to center ice. Kodiaks trying to find a way to get this game tied up. Style doing some hard work in the corner. Mako, shot blocked. Gorselitz. Nobody home in front. 9.5 to go, third period. And the Texan, Eric Talent, fires it down. And here comes Mason Raymond once again. Right side, Raymond, quick shot, save. Brendan Wing, crazy Weyburn. The Wings lead 2-1.
Canada's National Midget Championship's been around for over 25 years, and the event has a new name starting in 2005, the TELUS Cup. As a premier sponsor, TELUS is proud to support Hockey Canada and their quest to develop amateur hockey. For more information on the TELUS Cup, visit hockeycanada.ca.
Well, a Saskatoon team won the TELUS Cup, the Midget Championship. Could a Saskatchewan team win the Royal Bank Cup? Point shot from Blanchette. Camrose Kodiaks trying to tie this game. Up to center ice now. And there's an offside call as Ryan Grona was going in. We mentioned Ryan Grona, number 23, 21 years old today. He shares a birthday with a lot of famous athletes. Should I go down the list? Dave Reed, George Brett, John Smoltz, Emmett Smith, and Dave Reed. Happy birthday, man.
Oh, thanks, Rod. Glad I could spend my birthday with everybody out here in Weyburn. It's 2 years in a row. This tournament falls on a good weekend.
Ryan Grona from Darren Detition's hood. TSN from Porcupine Plains, Saskatchewan. So happy birthday to Ryan. He'd like to blow out the candles. A Royal Bank Cup victory. Big hit there. No penalty call. Might have been close to a head hit. Didn't even tell me it was your birthday today.
Just so many, you forget after a while. I think
you look great for 74.
I think Ryan Grona would rather pour champagne on those candles.
Indeed. A lot of hockey here left. 8 minutes to go. In front, Cuthbert. Had the paddle down. Wood again, right side, so quick shot, wide though. Stevenson chases, can't get to it. Kodiaks again, Gorsulets tries to make a move around Fexner, nowhere to go. Dumped in. Wood sprints in once more. Camrose looking for a goal, needing a goal here. Once again, it's Derek Wolbeck bursting in. Mako into the corner. Gorsulets.
Cody Wasick gets twisted his knee in the last rush.
And a big hit and a penalty. A penalty call here with 7:20 to go. And going against Logan Gorsulets and the Camrose Kodiaks. Terrible time to take a penalty.
A little frustration set in. The high sticking call to Gorsulets. He's going to step in as the puck comes out. And there the stick comes up. He's reaching in. Tried to put a little hook. You're going to see it right here. The hook comes in. It slides up across the shoulder. Peter McDougall takes it right up under the chin. But I think a bigger blow, well, a blow that Weyburn doesn't want, is Cody Wasick was helped off the ice. And he's moving out between the exit to walk it off. He's played a lot of minutes, got the second goal for Weyburn. And he's a defenseman who's out there every other shift, and we're going to see if he's going to be able to get back before the end of this period in the power play.
Jordan Stevenson. Up to Rick Wood. Wood. Wood has had an assist here on Wasick's goal. A couple of big shots as well. Power play for the Wings. 6:40 to go in the third. Blanchette. And this one driven back down to Brendan Cuthbert.
Camrose got away with one there. Defenseman playing a little give and go behind your own net short-handed is not recommended in a 2-1 game.
Matt Wheeler gives it away. Friedland. Jubenville still has the puck. Friedland was pitching. Again, Camrose right now is short-handed. Jason Roberts doing some good work there. 6 minutes to go. 45 seconds in the power play. Now Justin Smith out there with Ryan Kuntz. Kuntz with the puck. One hand behind the net. Tries to get it back to the point, but can't. Schmidt. Look for Magnuson. Kai Magnuson had the first goal in the game. Back out to center ice. And Roberts. Looks like he needs a breather, and he'll go to the bench. One last rush on the power play for Weyburn. Schweitzer is hit at the line, and he's down. There is no penalty call as Mark Schweitzer was skating over the line.
He took a stick to the chin as he was going down. As he stumbles right at the blue, and he cuts back to third. He stumbles right here, and you can see the stick coming in by Raymond.
Indeed, and
he might have got a call on careless use of the stick, but I don't think he was going up high with the combination of Schweitzer going down, stumbling, and Raymond turning around. But Camrose definitely lucky to get away with an on-call there.
Schweitzer down on the ice.
And in the meantime, Cody Washik has come back.
Never too early to talk about this. One of the most anticipated events on the calendar. 2006 World Junior Championship. Dave Reed in Vancouver. Kelowna and Kamloops. BC holiday tradition begins Boxing Day. Right here as always on TSN. 5:28 to go. Defenseman Mark Schweitzer from Regina.
That one hurts.
Area, yeah.
That one hurts. He got that right across the jaw. Like I say, Camrose very lucky that there was no call on that play.
Officials have done a good job throughout this tournament. We've seen this. You and I had a chance to go to the midget championship. Tremendous job there. Keith McIntosh, the head referee in this game.
Get a little change of the face-off. They move the defenseman up front. TJ Fast is up on the left wing. They try to spring the defense forward. Mason Raymond moves back on defense. We've seen this in the tournament with Camrose. What you do is you switch. Your left winger moves up and you switch. Put your defenseman moves up and your winger goes back, and you can win the draw. Your winger playing in the defensive position gets a lot more speed coming around the pile, and you hope to spring your best player, which is Raymond, on offensive break.
They've got to spring somebody here. 5:23 to go. Weyburn leading 2-1. Quick shot, glove save. You saw Dwight McMillan there. Recently retired from his job with the Encana Oil Company. But Dwight McMillan says he wants to win this championship the most over his 30 years of coaching. He's close right now. Canada loses at the World Hockey Championship to the Czech Republic, who take gold. Highlights from there and here and everywhere else. 5:19, third period. 2-1 Red Wings. Weyburn. And one time ranked 105th out of 138 teams in Canadian Junior A hockey. Playing the top-ranked Camrose Kodiaks. Mason Raymond, number 9, is back on the ice. Expecting to see a lot of ice here in the last 5 minutes. There he is. Can't get the puck, though. Raymond. Over the blue line. Mason Raymond. Waits. Blanchette is wide open in the slot, but he couldn't find the puck to him. There's Blanchette.
Great job by Rick Witt coming back. From all the way down his own corner, battled through the corner, got the puck, flipped it out, and then created the forecheck.
Weyburn Red Wings yesterday, triple overtime game against the Hawkesbury Hawks and won it. They had the lead in the third period. Hawkesbury scored in the final moments to send it to OT. Puck is in. Mako the shot around the net. Roberts there. Jubenville there. 4 minutes to go in front. Mako again. Kodiak supplying a lot of pressure right here. Fast pitching. TJ Fast comes up with it, or does he? No, he doesn't. Trying to chip it out. Jubenville. Back to Roberts. Jubenville again. Stop, shoots. Save made by Brendan Cuthbert.
Eric Town had the puck on the boards, just couldn't get it out, but just before that, number 22 for Camrose, Matt Boyd, had one slide right between his feet. There's the last shot on net by Liam Jubenville. But watch this, watch Boyd in front of the net, watch this puck as it comes out. He doesn't see it. Where does it go? Right between his feet. Just in a little too tight on top of the glue. Back off a couple of steps. You might have a little better opportunity.
Friedley. Cross to Blanchette. Blanchette keeping it in. There's his chance in front. Oh, what a save by Cuthbert! Got to fall wide open in front.
Weyburn not covering in front of their own net twice. Back-to-back shifts.
Friedley again. And a penalty coming to Weyburn. They want to give Weyburn the puck here with 3:08 to go. And Scott Defoe will never get a better chance to tie a game up.
Ryan Kunz is going to go off for the hole, but an unbelievable chance. Nobody in front of the Weyburn net. A 3-on-2 in front of the net. Oh, and Cuthbert, great stop with the blocker. Defoe, a fantastic opportunity. Ryan Kunz had no choice but to haul his man down. Well, I suppose he had a choice, but he had to haul. He decided to haul him down. We'll see if Weyburn can pull off Camrose's pressure here with this power play.
Camrose 0 for 3 on the power play. Big line on the ice. Blanchette. Blanchette wheels, fires into the midsection of Cuthbert.
The best penalty killer is always going to be your goaltender, no matter what your defensemen or your forwards are going to do. When there's a mistake, or in this situation, when someone slips, as the Weyburn defenseman slipped and created a little more space for the shot, you rely on your goaltender to make the big stops. And Brendan Cuthbert made that one.
Face-off won by Chance Olsen. Now Friedley trying to set it up. Wrist shot in front, wide of the net. Lost it back on the ice. Backhanded down. Thompson comes out of his net. 2.5 to go. A minute and a half left on the power play. Friedley to Raymond. Raymond. Rolling puck. Did not get much on that. Back to Friedley. Weak shot. Tried to pass it over. Now Blanchette still has it. Blanchette to Friedley. Friedley. Friedley shoots it over the net. Now Raymond. Two Kodiaks in front. Raymond lags the puck. Raymond the shot. Again, Cuthbert. Another save. Mason Raymond looks like he needs some oxygen right now.
We might see a timeout coming here by Camrose so they can put the top line back on the ice. Boris Trabalka's thinking about it, rubbing his chin on the bench, but nope, he's not going to do it.
So now,
going to save that for the final minute.
Jason Roberts into the face-off circle. 2 minutes to go. 50 seconds left in the power play. Kodiaks down by 1. There's a shot again wide. Fast. Back to Roberts. Lost the puck. Still has it. Roberts. And it's knocked out past the blue line. Fast with a nice play. And it's backhanded up into the audience.
TJ Fast, great recovery as he stumbles on the play. Justin Schmidt was taking off. TJ Fast rolled over and just got a piece of the puck. This is a great recovery, a little bit of a stumble. Wasn't Justin Schmidt, it was Kent Lilliard who was taking off, but a great defensive play by TJ Fast at the offensive blue line.
25 left on the power play. Minute 30 in the game, at least in the third period. Friedley working it along the boards. Friedley behind the net now. Borselitz. Borselitz in front. Again, another save by that stone wall named Brendan Cuthbert.
Brendan Cuthbert is huge. He's taking everything away down low, and Camrose doesn't have the time to get the shot up high. Great job down behind the net. Quick little reverse. Again, two Camrose players standing in front of the net. Power play or not, Weyburn's losing position in front of their own net on every shift.
Again, the net comes off and on top of Cuthbert. So with 1:11 to go, Dave Reed, only 4 seconds left in the power play. The Camrose net is now, well, not empty yet, but it's going to be. You have to think they're going to start talking about it. Moving David Thompson as he comes out.
Well, they may not want to do it now because if Weyburn wins the draw and you pull your goaltender, all they have to do is fire the puck down, and you've got a Weyburn player coming out of the penalty box. So they're going to wait until they're 5-on-5. And here he comes. He's motioning to him. Well, Rabalko is motioning to Thompson, but he's not moving.
The puck is on the mesh.
This going outside. The faceoff's going outside. The battle behind the net. Camrose popped it up, and with the whistle, I believe it was Mason Raymond who's the one who put it on the back of the net as he was trying to get possession of it. It got caught in the white plastic on the bottom of the net. Raymond tried to shoot it off the back of the net so he'd get around Kurt Mendernack, but he couldn't. Popped up and sat in the back of the net. Now the faceoff's outside.
And a timeout called. The Camrose Kodiaks last won this championship in 2001 in Flin Flon. They lost in the final in 2003. For the Weyburn Red Wings, who had been here before, the last time they won, 1984. The year of the Cooperalls. Remember those? The Weyburn Red Wings won their first Junior A championship. It was called the Centennial Cup. Building hasn't changed. The uniforms certainly have. The goaltending equipment has. And they would like to do it 21 years later. They are 56.5 seconds away. Thompson is out by his blue line right now. And now goes to the Camrose bench. The Weyburn has the puck. And that ends up in the penalty box.
This is what Camrose wants. Face-offs in the offensive zone. Talked to Dwight McMillan, coach of Weyburn, yesterday. And I said, who's your best face-off guy? Who's your go-to face-off guy? Well, he said on the left side, he just started rattling off numbers. On the right side, he just started rattling off numbers. So he doesn't have one guy he's going to go to.
Roberts to Friedley. Friedley in front. Loose puck again. Everybody digging at it. And another whistle that will come next to the left side of Brendan Cuthbert. Camrose to desperation time here. Sports Center is coming up next. The day in sports as the Kodiaks try to send this to OT. Roberts, the face-off again. Friedley, the shot off a body in front. There's another shot. He scores! Jason Roberts has tied it at 2. And that all started off the face-off.
Straight face-off win by Camrose. 2 in a row. Straight draw, pulls it back. And who's the guy who won the faceoff? Jason Roberts. Then what do you do after you win the faceoff? You go to the net. And he didn't have a lot of room. We talked about it. They haven't had room to get it upstairs, but he had room here because nobody stayed with him. Justin Schmidt took the draw and let his man go to the net. Justin Schmidt's usually a winger, but he was the centerman in these 2 draws. He loses his man. Roberts, nice little toe drag, pulls it in and goes right up under the bar.
Well, yesterday, Weyburn gave up the tying goal in the final minute. They did it again here, but tons of pressure for the Kodiaks. 20 seconds to go. David Thompson, he scores! Weyburn has scored! Unbelievable! Oh, my goodness!
Rick Wood with the forecheck.
Can you believe that? David Thompson pops up the puck.
David Thompson hasn't had an opportunity to handle the puck much today, but he did it a lot against Georgetown, and he was very good at it. But he's not good at it here. A little hesitation. What should I do? Great speed by Rick Wood. One-handed desperation poke at the puck. Should I play it? Should I hold it? No, I'll hold it too late.
Boy, Rick Wood, what a game. Gets enough wood on that with 16.6 seconds to go. As the Kodiaks will now try to pull out everything. Perry coming in. Short. Turnover saved by Cuthbert. 6 seconds to go. What a game and what a win. The Wings are kings again. They were the underdogs, the Prairie Dogs.
Now they're the top dogs.
What a finish here.
And another one-goal game.
21 years since the last time they were the Canadian Junior A champions, the Weyburn Red Wings. And woe is David Thompson.
The last two times Weyburn was at the national championship. They lost both times to the host team. They said this time we're the host team, and we want to beat everybody so the host team will win. So a little vengeance for the Red Wings coming back as the host team. They beat the best team in the country twice in this tournament.
They look like a team that was ready to cough it up in that last minute. Camrose comes back, and then they come right back. And Rick Wood is the hero, winning it. But Brendan Cuthbert, what a game for him. Yesterday, it was Colby Nickel in triple overtime. This one came with 16.6 left. Third period summary brought to you by Chevrolet for All Life's Roads.
Camrose did a great effort to come back, tie it, but the big goal with 17 seconds left by Rick Wood, unassisted goal. Gives the Weyburn Red Wings the championship.
Well, the people of Weyburn are celebrating. This is their team. This is their town, and now this is their championship again. What a way to win it. What a way to lose it.
The 2005 Royal Bank Cup on TSN is brought to you by Esso. At Esso, we're drivers too. By RBC Insurance, congratulating. The 2005 Royal Bank Cup on TSN is brought to you by Chevrolet for All Life Roads. And by new Molson Canadian 6.0 Cold Shots. 6% beer in a compact can.
Well, history does repeat itself. The Weyburn Red Wings, 21 years after winning the Junior A championship, win the Royal 3-2 win over the Camrose Kodiaks. For Dave Reed and Ron Black, this is Ray Morrison saying so long from Weyburn. This has been a presentation of TSN, Canada's sports leader.
This is SportsCenter.
Borachitsky, a drive scores!
A funny thing happened on the way to a World Street beat. Canada kept